Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Ringwoods. We are at the moment on day 5, late spring. We're just gonna stop right here. Of course, I'm crashing into stuff. We're gonna stop and refill our planter. That's what I was trying to say. Let's see if I can load up with fertilizer as well. Yeah, and $8,800 for the seeds and the fertilizer, give or take. And we do have finished field 3, the contracts on field 3. We finished it on, well, between these episodes, I had to, in fact, plant the field twice because Courseplay finished the contract, but then the contract was at 26 or 28% done, so that was not good. I had to do it again just because we've wasted so much money on fertilizer and seeds. But for now, let's get paid $92,000, which is absolutely amazing. So let's get paid, and we have a contract sowing sunflowers on field 5. So we're gonna be heading over that way. I'm not sure if that was a bug or if it's a mod conflict. I do have a ton of mods installed, and to be honest I should get rid of quite a few. I'm not even using some of the mods I have installed. And like I was saying, I don't know if it's really a mod conflict or if it was just a bug or something, I don't know. And I can't really rely on Courseplay anymore, so we're gonna do this job ourselves. I don't know if Courseplay is gonna be bugged or the planting is gonna be still bugged or if it's gonna work, but since we got not that much else to do, we're gonna do some work ourselves. It's a sewing contract, so it should not be that bad, I believe. Let's see. Yep. Start GPS. Let's fix the width of our planter, of our implement. It's working perfectly now. Let's get rid of these lines as well. And we are planting sunflowers on field 5. We're using fertilizer, but that's okay. We cannot not use fertilizer with this planter. It's not gonna let us plant if we don't have fertilizer in our planter, so we're gonna do it the proper way. It's not paying, obviously not as much as field 3 paid us for the same job. Well, we did have to plant potatoes on that field. That took a lot of time, a lot of driving back and forth from the field to the farm so we can refill. But this is a smaller field. Let's check the sizes. 12.85 hectares on field 3 and only 5.66 on field 5, so this is gonna go way faster, but I'm gonna finish this off camera and I'll get back to you guys when we're almost done. Alright, and we are just about to finish. We have only one more lane to go right here on this side of the field. We're gonna finish this as well, and we're gonna head on over to field 7. Of course, we need to accept the contract first, so let's do that. Soy Beans, accept this contract, and we just finish field 5, sowing sunflower on that field. But let's be nice about it and finish the field. Maybe at some point we're gonna buy, well, we're not gonna buy this field. We're gonna buy some other fields first. Obviously the expected yield potential is not that great, so We're not gonna buy this field, but either way, we're just gonna finish the job completely. There's just this small piece that we have to do. And let's see, field 7, we need to plant soybeans, so we need to obviously change the seed that we are using, and we did that. So now let's head on over to field 7. I have kind of like an idea where, okay, I don't need to go into this cell point. I don't know why I took this turn right here. Don't matter, we're gonna fix it straight away. We're gonna head on over west, and it should be one road heading east, heading south. Yeah, and take us to field 7. So we're gonna turn left, turn right, past the shop, and then follow the road until it's gonna take us to the field that we need to work on next. We're looking good on seeds and fertilizer. 81% still full on the seeds, and 85% still full on fertilizer. We're planting soybeans, and I don't think we're gonna be using that much fertilizer, but we need to see how much soybeans, how much seeds we're gonna be using. But it's not gonna take long. We're gonna reach that field and we're gonna see for ourselves. We should have a pretty good idea how much we're using from the beginning. And even if we are gonna run empty before we finish this contract, it's not far away from the farm. One thing I don't really like about Stevie's map is this type of fields that are just pretty much a square. And I don't know why he didn't make 7 and 19 just one bigger field. It would have made more sense. I don't mind the sharp edges on the fields, like 90 degrees angles on the corners of the fields, but I'm not too crazy about just a square field. I like fields like 10, 21, 6, 13. I like them way better than like the ones that I'm talking about, 7, 19, even field 9, field 17 as well. Field 17 is just looking weird. But it doesn't matter, we just passed the field just a little bit, so let's go in reverse for a little while. And here we are, we just made it to the field. Let's see how GPS is looking like. Okay, looking good. Not gonna have to fix it, just a little bit of adjustment to the GPS. Let's take a look now. Yes, it does look perfect. So we're gonna be using GPS, same course that we used on field 5. It's gonna work out great. And here we go. Let me get rid of these lines. We don't need them. We are planting soybeans. We're barely using any fertilizer. And I don't think we're gonna be using that much seed from our planter. It doesn't look like we're gonna be using that much. It is dropping pretty fast, but I'm pretty confident that we're not gonna be running on empty before we finish this contract. So let's finish this contract. Hopefully there's gonna be better contracts showing up, because I'm not too crazy about these ones that we still have. Field 26, field 27, 3300 and 3700, not that well paid jobs, to be honest. 26 and 27, well, we could probably do those fertilizing jobs. There's really small fields, and with the width of our sprayer we can take advantage of that. That's gonna require us to go like just not more than 2 trips, to be honest, before we finish the contract, so maybe we can do that. But for now, let me finish this field and I will get back to you guys when we're done. Alright, and it looks like we just finished the contract on field 7. Like on field 5, we're just gonna finish the entire job just because we're nice, or pretend we're nice, and people don't know the truth. Doesn't matter, we're done. Let's fold the planter, and until that's done, let's get paid. I forgot to take the money from the contract on field 5 as well, so let's get it now. $9,329, and the job on field 7 is 7,475. And for now, we're just gonna drive back at the farm. We will probably end up doing those 2 jobs on field 26 and field 27, since there's not that much else we can do. So let's accept these 2 jobs. Cultivating field 11, I have no idea where that field is, how big it is. Field 11 just by the house. Should not take long. Maybe we can have our other Fendt tractor on a course play. I should stop paying attention to something else except for the road. That's worse than drink and drive. And probably we should just, or maybe we'll leave on use this tractor. We'll just gonna unhook the planter since we're not gonna be using it for a while at least. We're gonna hook up the cultivator on this tractor since it's bigger and it's more powerful. We're gonna take it over to field 11, and then we're just gonna jump into our sprayer and head on over to those 2 fields. It's not gonna take long until we're gonna finish those 2 jobs, but to be honest, first let's do something that we needed to do. Let's repay some of the loan. Let's keep $10,000 for ourselves, and we still have $150,000 that we need to return to the bank. And with this type of contracts that are not paying all that well, I'm not sure how fast we're gonna get rid of that loan. We do have our greenhouses that are gonna, I do believe that the other tractor is just hooked with a cultivator, so let's see. Yeah, it's just here and it's already has the cultivator attached. So first let's accept that other contract on field 11. $2,000, it's still good, especially since we can rely on courseplay to finish this contract for us. So it's not a complete waste of time like setting courseplay on this field right here on field 3, and then I had to do the job myself. That was an actual waste of time, seeds and fertilizer, but it doesn't matter. For now we are here at field 11. Let's start courseplay. Go into field work, course generation, field 11, generate field course, and start course play. Alright, and let us jump into our sprayer. We still have 81% on the fertilizer that we refilled before we started the other fertilizing jobs. I had a mod conflict that was keeping me from using any fertilizer on fertilizing jobs, so at least that is solved now. We are using fertilizer as we should, because otherwise it just feels like cheating, and we're gonna get good money pretty soon. We don't need to be cheating. We do have our greenhouses that are generating a steady income. So there's that, but let me get to those fields and I'll see you guys once we're that field 26, 26, I think that we need to go first. Yep, since we took the long way, we're gonna stop at field 26, so I'll see you guys there. Alright, and here we are, field 26. This is actually gonna be, well, I was just gonna be saying that it's gonna be easier than I thought. Then I realized that we're not using fertilizer. Well, we are it now, but we need to deactivate the automatic application rate so we can in fact spray fertilizer. Not sure what this all about. It's something to do, I'm guessing, with precision farming. It's just about the type of, I do believe, let me just stop here for a second and check. Is the type of, yeah, the type of crops that are in the ground. So there's that. Hopefully, well, I'm not sure if it's just precision farming or there's a mod that it's still conflicting with my other mods, but it doesn't matter. We're still spraying, we're still fertilizing this field, so that's all I care about, getting paid for the job that we're doing. So we don't have to cancel the contract and go for another one. We do run 3 contracts this time. We're just about done with this one. Yep, we just finished, and since there's trees all the way around this field, there's no way you can squeeze in and head on over to field 27. We need to wait until our sprayer is all folded up, so we can head on into the main road and then go and do the same job, fertilizing job on field 27. I'm not gonna get paid just yet. We're gonna get paid when we finish both of these fertilizing jobs. Let's take a look. Field 11. Probably by the time we finish fertilizing, our tractor is gonna be finishing cultivating. That is a wide cultivator, the one that we have, the one that we started with. I do believe it's 18 meters wide. Let me just double check so I know for sure. 18.2 for the plow and 18.2 for the subsoiler. And not sure if we can get rid of the plow for now, since we're not playing on farm manager. We'll start from scratch. We're just playing on a new farmer mode, but we're gonna decide all of that later on. I don't like the way that, okay, did I not accept? Oh, yeah, I had to do something stupid. Let me at least stop the sprayer. I was not paying attention, and it looks like this is in fact a sowing job, not a fertilizing job. I have no idea why I thought that this is gonna be a fertilizing job. I really do need to pay more attention to everything that's on the map, or in general, to be honest. But anyway, let me head on back at the farm, and I'll see you guys when we get back with the tractor and the seeder. Okay, and here we are. Just came back to field 27. We started planting, we need to plant wheat on this field. Okay. Looks like they're just not gonna plant right here for some reason. The planter was not touching the ground. That's just funny. Alright. Let's see how many of these type of patches we can leave behind. Hopefully we can finish the contract without us having to turn around and fix those patches. But we will see it at the end. This is a really small field. It's not gonna take us a while until we finish. We're using a planter that has 12 meters in width, so it's not obviously not the widest, but not the smallest. I think the smallest is 3 meters wide. I am pretty sure that that's the smallest width on the planters, 3 meters. I haven't checked on, you know what, let me check real quick. Where is the sugar beet, sugar cane? Ooh, 1 meter, so yeah, I was wrong. And that's the reason we're not planting sugar beets on our series. Not sugar beets, sorry, sugar cane. We're not gonna do that. I'm not messing around with a 1 meter planter, even if it's this is not a really big map. It's a normal size map, and there are some fields that are smaller, some fields that are bigger. Let's check field 27, 1.92 hectares. So probably the smallest field. No, it looks like 26 is the smallest. Let's check, maybe 11. No, way bigger. And yeah, so it looks like 26 is the smallest field, and then 27 and all the others. And even on field 26, I'm not gonna be messing around with a cedar that is 1 meter wide. It may be worth it, I'm not sure, I never did planted. I think I did once, if I'm not mistaken, FS17 on the map that came with the Platinum DLC. Can't remember the name now, I'm that old, I forget things. But that was the only time that I ever planted sugar cane, and it pretty much sucked, like big time. I'm not doing that again. I'm not too crazy about planting sugar beets or potatoes, even onions and carrots. And we could use this planter to plant all of that, but when it comes to harvesting, I do believe that the widest harvester head is 4 meter wide. I hope I'm not mistaken, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. So let's not do that, at least not on this series. I did had carrots and onions on Pine Grove Farm. I believe that was the map, also by Stevie, and I had planted carrots and onions on that map. I had to use 2 harvesters in courseplay at the same time so we can make the process faster when it came to harvesting time, and it still took a long time. We will probably plant that type of crops here, but not just now. For now we're gonna stick with our schedule, especially since we're playing at seasons. So we're gonna have oat and canola this year, canola and sorghum next year, and soybeans, it looks like, on all of our fields on year 3. But for now, let's just worry about finishing this contract. We are at 96% done with this. Looks like we will have to go back and try to... No, we don't. There's just a small patch on the field right here that our planter missed. But we're not gonna worry about that right now. For now, we're just gonna head on back at the farm. Before we do that, let's get paid for all the 3 contracts that we finished. Field 26, our fertilizing job, 3,300. Field 27, let me just take this turn right here before we crash into some tree. We'll go off-road. And let me take another turn and then another turn. Or I could just stop on the side of the road, but looks like this is the last turn for now that we need to take. So let's get paid 3,700 for sowing the wheat on field 27. So let's collect that. Cultivating field 11, 2,300. So let's collect that, and I'm not gonna worry about this job. 1.91 hectares, paying 1,260. So no, we're gonna take a break. It's gonna get dark soon enough, so probably we're just gonna spend the rest of the day back at the house, sleep for the night, and start a brand new morning here on Ringwoods. But for now, I'm gonna end this episode here, guys. It's gonna get too long, and I don't want it to get boring for you guys to watch. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please consider subscribing. It will help the channel grow. And that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in our next episode.